Man, it's crazy. Seems like just yesterday you staring up at the posters all wide-eyed. You've been through a lot. Hell, I put you through a lot. But it was all for one reason, to get you here. Your first UFC championship. I just want to say, no matter what happens out there, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the fighter you've become. Yeah, don't get me wrong though. If you lose, I'm gonna have to bust you up in the gym next week. I already made space on the wall for a new picture, and you know how much I hate redecorating, right? So let's go get that belt, champ.
So after a long run through the middleweight ranks, here he is making the walk to the octagon for his first championship fight at 185 pounds. And this man hasn't just worked his way up the rankings. He has taken on all comers, and more often than not, he has taken out the opposition. So with the win streak in tow, now the challenges get bigger, and of course none bigger than the incumbent, the UFC middleweight champion. We'll see how his style matches up tonight. So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge to date. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Both fighters are 35 years old. Costa is 3 inches taller. The reach is the same. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 176 pounds. Fighting out of Mumbai, India, introducing the challenger, the Warrior. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Paulo the Eraser Costa.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up and we are underway.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, here we go with round 1. I had to tell my wife, when this guy fights, I'm sorry, you're standing room only. This. Oh! perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there. Nice liver shot lands. Beautiful knee. Kick to the body by Costa. Punch by Costa. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done. What a performance!
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 1 minute, 36 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
All right, so we got a new UFC middleweight champion, and this is a title that no one can ever take away from you. He's got a UFC belt at his home for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life. And they say it takes a village to build a champion. If you look behind him,
All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title.
Are you ready? You ready?
Well, what a championship outing it was for him the last time around, a win by knockout, and that really set this division on fire. A lot of people are paying attention to this guy right now. He is sort of creeping into the mainstream Conor McGregor style a little bit. We'll see if he can follow up that knockout with another one here tonight. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. All right, early round one, we'll see if he can use that jab and try to keep his opponent on the outside. Must be nice for these long fighters, huh?
I mean, they are able to touch you as you try to enter into range. Tonight, he needs to use his jab, use his kicks to hit his opponent before his opponent can get into range and even start.
Oh!
Right. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, massive knee up top.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie, and they separate. Kicks can one man absorb before getting separated from his conscience?
One, normally.
And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this thing.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hips, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Single collar tie now. Lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad. Now they have to find one more strike to end the night.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that. But when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that.
Você acabou com a raça dele hoje. Bonito de ver. Ele já entregou os pontos. Tá só esperando você tirar ele da luta. Então é hora de você calar. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Second round underway. Oh, really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Oh, and that one snaps right back. The referee has seen enough. Winner by TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
So the celebration is on for the UFC middleweight champion of the world, and he gets it done by stoppage here tonight. That flurry of strikes leading to the TKO.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 27 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
So you just heard it there from Bruce Buffer, and still UFC middleweight champion. He had some doubters coming in. I would imagine he muted most of that noise with this effort.
A record on repeat is what happens when...
And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with this UFC middleweight championship fight. The round 1 clock is starting to tick. The number 1 contender believes the champ is right for the picking. The champion has heard that noise in the past, and he has dismissed all challengers. He has defended this title. He has taken on all comers. Now tonight, as he tries to continue this championship run, the focus is on this confident number 1 contender. We'll see how this fight plays out early.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Nice hook lands. Oh! Oh, he dove and he lands. Wow!
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Back to the feet.
That right hand hurt him a little bit. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left hook there. Man.
Oh, nice right hand. Big punch lands through the middle. Put him to sleep.
Oh, big left. Oh! not have even seen that shot coming. So just the way he drew it up, exactly what he told us during fight week, played out here on fight night. He found a little opening in his opponent's defense and barged right through it to get the big knockout win. And there is the UFC middleweight champion. Hard to be much more impressive than that on the biggest of stages. A knockout win to leave as the middleweight king.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 41 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
So you just heard there from Bruce Buffer, and still UFC middleweight champion. He had some doubters coming in. I would imagine he muted most of that noise with this effort.
A record on repeat is what happens when this guy fights.
Yeah. All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. All right, so here we go with this UFC middleweight championship fight. The round one clock is starting to tick. The #1 contender believes the champ is right for the picking. The champion has heard that noise in the past, and he has dismissed all challengers. He has defended this title. He has taken on all comers. Now tonight, as he tries to continue this championship run, the focus is on this confident #1 contender. We'll see how this fight plays out. Oh!
He was hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Circling towards the left now. Oh, man, don't be afraid to raise the guard as another head kick lands. One more here, DC, and we could be having a referee coming in waving his arms.
Waving it off. It could be over in an instant if you do not block head kicks. What a phenomenal job by the offensive fighter, setting it up and then throwing that head kick over the top.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Back and forth we go! To go.
That was nice, John. That was nice. What a takedown attempt.
Back to the feet. All right, so another swing and a miss, and I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find times to try to preserve that energy and get yourself back to a place where you can actually dole out some damage.
Yeah, you got to get out to space. Find places to rest and recover. Get against the octagon. Go to the clinch. Find ways to just recover so that when you have that next explosion, it actually has some meaning to it.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Uriah Primetime Hall.
Leg kick. Fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to the feet. Oh, looked like he might have been in range, but misses with the kick.
He didn't like that left hand. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one. Oh!
What a fight!
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish. Oh, he got hurt bad!
Well, he's got his back now. feet now. Second round, straight ahead.
Listen, relax, breathe. You're gonna be okay. It's fine. You've been here before. You just...
All right, so a big round for him there, maybe even a 10-8. There was a big knockdown in there, courtesy of the kick. DC, talk us through it.
He found his spot. I mean, he knew that there was a weakness. He found the spot. He recognized an opportunity to go and chase down that head kick. He threw it, it landed, and he almost got the finish.
Here we are, early round 2. He lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Well, you saw it. Oh, right under the elbow, right under the arm.
It was a perfectly placed shot, and you see his opponent reacting violently from that punch. Look at
Whoa!
He was hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh! And a strong outside leg kick there.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Hall. Well, try to establish that jab. Oh!
Get right here.
And just like that, the fight is over.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 43 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. He came in the champion, and he's going home with hardware as well. Congrats to the skilled UFC middleweight champion.
The middleweight champion of the world. His name and that title. See.
And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1 of this UFC middleweight championship fight. The consensus #1 and #2 185-pounders on the roster. The middleweight champion has defended the title several times, now looking to do just that here tonight. His last defense...
He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Oh.
Huge right hand!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment.
Oh! it's not due to a lack. Oh! Nice liver shot lands. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh! Oh!
Oh, straight right. Oh! We crossed the midpoint in round one. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Ooh! Whoa! Oh, worked hard to get up again, but he looks like he's compromised. Wow! Oh! He's out!
Holy smokes! What a performance!
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
And there is the UFC middleweight champion. Hard to be much more impressive than that on the biggest of stages. A knockout win to leave as the middleweight king.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop for this contest at 2 minutes, 41 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title.
Ready? Ready?
All right, so here we go with round one of this UFC middleweight championship fight. The consensus #1 and #2, 185. Oh, over the top. This fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly. Nice strike.
All right, first round is underway here. We say in mixed martial arts, it's one thing to have the reach advantage. It's another thing to use it. We'll see if he can get that jab going tonight.
He has got to fight tall. He's got to stay at range, use his length to give his opponent problems, trying to bring the fight into a closer distance. Oh, nice. Nice.
And that left hook landed on the button. And he comes through with a big knee. Oh! Head kick. Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish.
Oh! Gets up again here, but hurting. He's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Ooh, looking to set up the head kick, but he misses.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
Nice connection on the counter punch there, and oftentimes, DC, it can be easier to be a counter striker when you have such a pronounced edge and reach. Whoa!
What a fantastic strike to to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Holy smokes! What a performance!
Pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming, and before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight. All right, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands, and give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way, and in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 15 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. He came in the champion, and he's going home with hardware as well. Congrats to the still UFC middleweight champion.
The middleweight champion of the world. His name in that...